I'm not doing too good. This camera's fucking up too. It's like resets and just starts the lineup of what the order the videos are in. It's mixing them up basically. It'll do it in a block for about 20 or 30 videos, and then it'll start over and put them in some other spot. And sometimes it'll just put one right in the middle of all of them randomly. I don't know what's going on. But I'm not doing too good. It's pretty cold. It didn't get out of the 40s today. It's going to be like below freezing tonight. It's like April 22nd. It's crazy. Oh yeah, I don't know if I've said anything, but my mom she went to the hospital. It was like over a week ago. She said she started puking and whatever. She couldn't stop, so she went to the hospital. But then they were releasing her, but out of the hospital. They were discharging her from the hospital. But she was telling me, listen, I can't take care of myself in my apartment anymore, so I'm moving out. I'm going to go into my old folks' home. And so I thought, well, okay. She's been thinking that was going to happen for a while now because she can barely walk around. She's crippled. So I figured, oh, well, that's sad because I enjoyed coming over and spending time with her at her house once in a while. Couldn't do it for much, but for a few days. But I said, oh, I'll just visit her in the old folks home. She's not in an old folks home. They're trying to break it to me slowly. She's in a hospice. I don't want to make any I don't want to say anything because I'm hoping to see her again, but I'm here with like $10 in my pocket. If I'd have known that this was going to happen, I wouldn't have left. If I'd have known when they told her they were getting out, when she told me she was getting out of the hospital, that it was like she was going to a hospice, and that, let me put it to you this way, all my sisters are driving to the hospice from their houses to go see her. I wish I could go see her too, but I did the best I could. I visited her and visited her and visited her and told her I loved her 1,000 times and hugged her 100 times. It's the downfall of my lifestyle. Is this. I mean, my sisters have jobs and apartments or whatever, and they said, well, I got to take time off and I got to go see my mom. She's sick. And they rented cars or got in their cars and drove out there to see her, and they're going to be in motels, and I can't do that. I can't go see my mom. Because it would take me 3 weeks to ride to Little Rock. And I don't have any money. And if I did go back there and wait around, I would totally, I'd be, I need to get to Chicago and make some money. I'm 4 days from Chicago. I'm not going to leave tomorrow either. Tomorrow's Sunday. It's going to be kind of cold. I'm going to just make some money around here. I'm kind of getting sick of this lifestyle. You can't depend, especially nowadays. It's getting worse and worse. It's like ever since COVID, when they locked down everything and everything closed down, now the businesses are just like, we're closing early tonight. It happens all the time. We're short-staffed. We're closing the dining room. You'll go to McDonald's or something, and it'll say, dining room open till 11. Nah, they'll close at 7:30. We closed the dining room. The McDonald's I've been going to the last 2 days, they've closed the dining room early. 2 nights in a row. I got caught over here. I was sitting here talking. My sister was in my mom's room. She'd driven all the way from New Mexico. And we were talking, and somebody brought the trash out, and I was talking on the phone. I had to get it. I was talking to my mom. It might be the last. I don't want to say that. She's sick. And I'm not there. And I can't even really talk on the phone. I shouldn't have come back here. I should have gone someplace else, but it was freezing. And then in this enclosure, it blocks the wind. I'm only out here to get the light where I can record this video. I'm not doing too good. Psychologically. It might be too late. I'm going to probably die alone on the streets. Well, if not alone, with whoever's killing me. But no loved ones. Okay, let me put it that way. And it's probably too late to do anything about it, because I don't want to live like everybody else. I'm looking at these people working at that McDonald's. They're miserable as fuck. I mean, maybe they're not, because they live with their folks, or they got family, maybe, or they got a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or wife and children or something. I've got sisters and my mom, but on the phone, I'm down in the dumps. I might be losing my mom right now, And the thing is, it's not something I've been able to depend on. I just started seeing her again after decades. I came here in 2000. I left California. I've been moving around, but I hadn't come to visit her ever, we were estranged. And I finally just went, dude, she's like in her 70s. You better go see her. And I've been doing it for the last 3 years. I've been going to Chicago and back down to Little Rock. Went to Texas for a little bit, then stopped in Little Rock on my way back to Chicago. And then went up to Chicago, and then Chicago, came back down here. I've been bouncing back and forth. I did a little kayak trip, and she was the first person. As soon as I got lucky and put that kayak in a storage space, I rode from there to her house, and I got a motel room. And I got a motel room, and then I went to her house after a couple days in the motel room the next day, and showed up at her doorstep. I've been going back and forth to her. I've been going to her house for a while now, and visiting with her. I keep hoping that she's going to be there in that old folks home, I guess you want to call it. Let's call it an old folks home. In about 4 or 5 months when I leave Chicago. But all my sisters are driving from all across the country to see her, and they're not doing that for nothing. I think everybody's being kind of like sheltering me a little bit. No, they're not. They're being honest. I just don't want to say it over the camera. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say what's happening and make it real. I don't want to say something. I'm hoping she gets better and sticks around for a few more years. And I don't want to say anything else besides that.